Hello folks, it's Rosbu here, otherwise known as Iron Beer, and we're going to be doing a Return to Ravnica 4-pack uh, Swiss event. I guess it's like a Swiss. Basically, if you've never tried the 4-pack sealed, they're pretty neat. The idea is that you get 4 packs, you make a 30-card deck, and 30-card minimum, and the payout is surprisingly very good. It's 5 packs for the winner, and then 3 packs for everyone who wins 2 games, and then 1 pack for everyone who wins 1 game, and then 0 packs for someone who wins no games. So pretty much you're almost always coming out of there with something. And hey, if you're like me and usually you get blown out the first round, at least you can come back and win a bunch of packs. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. We'll go ahead and just sort by rarity real quick. That's a Niv Mizzet. So we have a Niv Mizzet, a Carnival Hellsteed, Monobloom, and a Fireman's Foresight. Fireman's Foresight is like pointless, so that's not really going to do anything at all for us. Niv Mizzet is darn cool, that's for sure. Carnival Hellsteed's okay. And then Monobloom is like, it's playable, I guess, but it's like just the second lowest of all the rares here. Firemind's Foresight being basically the most unplayable rare. Sorting by color, it looks like we've got quite a few good green cards in the multicolor range. Basically, the V2 Guild Mage, which is amazing, and Sluice Scorpions for the Golgari are very good. Centaur Healer is very good for Selesnya. There's also a Slime Molding. And there's a couple other playable cards. I mean, like, the Decoy's playable, and I mean, this Crocodile's playable, and the Axe-King Bane Guardian's playable. Just for anyone, just so I can say it now, if I do curse or something like that, as I tend to do like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, please don't get offended. Or if I do a little trash talking or something like that, it's just something that I've gotten from Paper Magic. I'm kind of new to Magic the Gathering Online. But in Paper Magic, me and my buddies, you know, we trash talk each other from across the table, and it's all just in good fun. It's a card game, and we have fun psyching one another out. And I'm not really that good anyway, so it's not really a big deal if I trash talk, because it's not like I'm some sort of like Pro Tour amazing guy that's like, oh, look at how good I am. Because if I say it, you know I'm joking. Alright, so anyway, that as it is, I mean, the V2 Guild Mage is like amazing, but there's just nothing that works with it. We don't have any populate at all. We have a Seller of Songbirds, and I mean, we have a Phantom General, and like a Rootborn defenses, and that's basically it. So there's no Core Circus Accords, there's no Eyes in the Skies, there's very little else. So I mean, as sad as it is, it looks like there's basically no way to get any value out of this. That said, it looks like there's playable blue and red and black cards. That's the thing about 4-pack is, like, you know, obviously what you get is what you get, and that's just the end of it. And you can only do so much editing to what you get. But it basically forces you to try decks that maybe you wouldn't have tried before. And if you're a guy who like only picks for value in drafts, then it basically makes it so that you don't have to worry about like only going for that value and things like that. Okay, anyway, let's start on the deck here. I think we're definitely going to be going like a Rakdos Izzet combo, because I think that most of our best cards are there. For instance, there's this Thought Flare, which is amazing. There's Teleportal, which is fantastic. Nivix Guild Mage is fine. Chemist's Trick, I don't know. I don't think it's really that great. But we do have a Rakdos Guildgate, which is nice. That's basically like one of our only mana fixings that we have. In blue over here, for playables, we have the Dispel, which I might use. We have Doorkeeper to lock down the ground for a little bit. And we do have a dual Void Wielder, which is pretty darn nice. We'll go ahead and get rid of Monobloom out of here. Which is pretty nice. Black ways, we have Deviant Glee, which is a definite potential. Throkill Assassin, which is fantastic. Daggerdone Imp, which is good with Deviant Glee, but not really so good with anything else we have. It'd be cool in like a scavenge deck or something like that, but by itself, I'm not really sure. We do have a Sewer Shambler, which is nice, and we do have this Ogre Jailbreaker. Even if we don't get this Guild Gate out, a 4/4 guy that just sits on the ground and clogs up the ground and basically either destroys or trades with just about everything, it's pretty nice. Let's see what else we have here. We got a Gorehouse Chainwalker, and I mean, there's a Cobble Brute and like a Batterhorn. There's a spawn of Rix Made, which is actually probably what we were gonna play there. And we're at 16 cards. You need 17 cards, really, to make an appropriate 30-card deck. 17 playable cards, and then usually 13 lands. Sometimes people do 18 cards, playable cards, and 13 lands, creating a 31-card deck, which I guess is much more popular than like a 41-card deck in your normal drafts and there have you. So let's take a look at what this looks like right now by converted mana cost. Wow, we're heavy on the 5-drops, like really heavy on the 5-drops. I would like to see like more playable. I wish we had more playable stuff in the 3 range, but like we just don't really have any. And that's just kind of the way it is. Let's see. What if we went like Azorius? How would that look? Like Azorius is it? Well, the things that we have in Azorius is we have these Armory Guards. I mean, we have this Cellar, which is, I guess, playable. We have these Selesnya Sentries, which, while they're just vanilla 3/2s, are still very playable. We have this Arrestor. I mean, absolutely nowhere, anywhere around here, do we have any kind of removal except for Aerial Predation. No removal. I'm so bad on opening up removal. I don't know why, I just never get it. There's a Fall of the Gavel, which some people just hate tremendously. I don't know. It's like okay, I guess. And that's what we have there. So if we put down our Void Wielders, and we play our Niv Mizzet, and we play our Guild Mage, and we play our Chainwalker, and we play our Doorkeeper, and we play our Thought Flare, and our Teleportal, and our Dispel. I mean, it's like, is this better? I kind of feel like it is. I just feel like there's like more to do quicker. I don't know though. I mean, like we don't have any guild gates to make these Armory Guards any good. And we're missing out on like some pretty decent cards. Like this Carnival Hellsteed is like really, really decent. And it's like, are we really getting that much more in the 3-drop area? We are getting the Cellar of Songbirds and 2 of these Selesnya Sentries. We're missing out on a Sewer Shambler. I don't know, this is actually kind of like a tough... This is a tough sell. No matter what I do here, it's kind of like I'm not really sure if this is what I want. If this is like really what I want. I mean, having Niv Mizzet is good. Like incredibly good. It's a giant card draw engine, and I mean, late game, it's the kind of bomb that you want to have on the table. And it's one of our very few bombs right now. Let's see. Still have a little time to think about it, and I would even need one more card. And I'm not really sure which one I would take. Maybe like a Rootborn Defenses for some tricks, because we don't have like any tricks. Like, we have a Thought Flare for some gas, and we have a Fall of the Gavel, like, as like a little bit of permission. But other than that, there's just not that many tricks. And some people just get all the luck. Like I've gone against people with these 30 card decks that have like 2 Annihilating Fires or like multiple stab wounds or something like that, and we didn't really open any of that. Um, so it's like I'm looking at this and I'm like, is this the deck? Um, is Carnival Hellsteed just so good that I'd rather shove that in there somewhere somehow and just like splash a couple? No, I'm already. That'll we be playing 4 colors. Let's see. Void Welder for tempo, Thought Flare for gas, Armory Guard for clogging up the board, Selesnya Sentry for some beats, Doorkeeper, Gorehouse Chainwalker. I just don't know if this is actually better than what we had before. I mean, it looks strong. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just wondering if this is just a little bit stronger. But it's just like our early game is just so bad. Well, let me get rid of that. Our early game is just bad. Let's think about this. Do we instead go Golgari Selesnya and hope that Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage... Well, if we do that, then we definitely can't use either of our bomb rares. But it's like, is Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage and the regular cards that we have good enough, basically, to make the Selesnya Golgari thing work? And I don't know. Let's take a look real quick. We'd play that, we'd play that, we'd play that, that. In a Golgari deck, yeah, that's probably pretty good. We'll definitely play that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And in Golgari, the Imp makes definite sense. The Guildgate makes sense. The Jailbreaker makes sense. The Sewer Shambler, the Assassin. Deviant Glee. Songbirds. Defenses. How does that look? That looks more like a real deck, actually. That looks more like something like people should play, but it's like, dang it. You know, Niv Mizzet. Do I need him, or is this just a straight up better deck? Or can we splash something like the Hellsteed? And throw in our Rakdos Guildgate and splash something like a Hellsteed. I think we can. I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's see what the land looks like right now. I think this could work. I think these cards are just more powerful than our other options. I don't know, like Thought Flare's just really good. But our mana costs, our mana curve was just everywhere, so I might go like several rounds without just seeing the things I need. Alright, so it wants 2 planes. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have a lot of white, but we've got we've got black pretty much fixed up. And we definitely need green. The amount of green that we have. Well, we could probably go like this. Maybe that would be a little bit safer for drawing our white sources when we need it. Let's see. I'm not sure I want to play the I'm not sure I want to play the Transguild Promenade because I just don't think it's good enough. I think it's just a little bit too slow, but it's like, what are we trying to do here? I guess we're trying to get a slime molding out, and then hope Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage like kind of takes it home for us. And then as the end of the game starts getting close by, we go ahead and Carnival Hellsteed. The Gatecreeper Vine fixes us. It grabs us the Rakdos Guildgate if we need it, which is good, and that way it strengthens our Ogre Jailbreaker. Let's see. Also, I missed out. Like, it didn't give me like an extra forest, or I just like didn't put a forest down. I don't know why. I wonder if I asked it to suggest something. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Okay. So this will leave us with 5 black sources, 6 green sources, and 3 white sources. Is that good enough? Vitu-Ghazi Guildmage can't really do anything for a while anyway, so it's not like I have to slam it on turn 2. Centaur Healer is good all the time. But really, that's it. And everything else, we're kind of just, let's see. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we have enough to make this work. And then hopefully our Hellsteed brings it home all the way. It's like I can add this Monobloom if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to and play a 31 card deck. Well, maybe I will. I mean, we basically round out at 4, and then like 5 and I mean, slime molding is like as big as however big you want it to be. But like other than that, like we kind of just round out there. So I don't think it's like it's a bad idea. And if we have nothing else to do with our mana, I guess we could just top out with a Mana Bloom. But man, though, we've got like no tricks. We've got Rootborn defenses, and that's it. And we've got a whole bunch of creatures. Oh, this is so bad. Like, this deck is just so strange. It's just like we're gonna just try and like creature them to death, which isn't bad, but I just wish we had like a little bit more utility. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes in the old 4-pack sealed. Whatever. Let's give it a shot. See how it goes. Everyone else is probably waiting on me.